Well, hello there. It's a Sunday afternoon. It's about, have a look. Oh, come on. It's coming up to about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's pretty dark and dismal and grey and horrid. And there's a slight bit of rain coming down, just a little drizzle. Not very much. In fact, it's probably stopping now, actually, to be honest. Yeah, so we're back from our little jaunt down south to see my dear old mother. She'll be 80 next year. And, of course, I'll be 60 next year. So, yeah, by the time I'm 60, she'll be well into her 80s, I expect. Yeah, because we're 19 years apart, me and my mum. Yeah, she was pretty young when she had me. Anyway, we came back on Friday, so we've unpacked. And we managed to get a few things in the washing machine and get a few groceries for the weekend. Sarah's back to work on Monday. I'm going to try and get my hearing aids things sorting out again because you know I've said I had tinnitus. Well, I got tinnitus in both ears. When I had the hearing aid in this ear to try and eliminate tinnitus, I realised how loud it was in this ear. So I've now got a second one. But anyway, one of them's making a horrible crackling noise, so I can't wear them, and it's a bit unbalancing just having the one in. So that's why I haven't got them in today, or even one of them. Anyway, that's beside the point. Yeah, we did actually go to a place called Mottisfont Abbey, or Priory, or whatever it was called, which is a bit of a stately home in the middle of Hampshire, and it has the River Test running past it. Stupidly, I left my video camera at home, and I didn't take that many stills, to be honest, just simply because it wasn't the nicest of days. And although there was a little bit of colour in the garden, there wasn't much colour. We went to there's a rose garden that they have. They have a vegetable pot as well. If you're interested in stuff that you can grow in your own garden, it'd be quite a nice place to visit to have a look. They got all sorts of herbs and cabbages, and they had growing some gourds as well. These what looked like Turk's head pumpkins, you know, the type with two colours and a bit of a funny shape to them. Anyway, there's some of those like hanging up on the wall still, obviously after Halloween. Yeah, so we stopped and had a cup of tea and a sandwich, and continued walking around. Actually, and we saw a red kite. Noisy seagull. There's a red kite flying overhead. Sarah says they normally fly in packs of 2, but there was only one. So anyway, we didn't see the second one. Too late in the season for it to be on the nest, I suppose. But anyway, so yeah, we had a lovely day at Mottisfont, and we saw some trout in the river. These were really big trout. You know, I don't know what size they grow up to, but they were pretty large. Not quite sure whether they're rainbow trout or brown trout. They looked like brown trout. They didn't have that much colour, but the branches were overhanging the little bridge that we walked over, so we couldn't really see them. I did get a photograph, but it didn't come out that good, to be honest. It was slightly blown out, really. But yeah, I took my stills camera, like I said. We saw a swan, but we had a really nice day out, really, to be honest with you. And of course, we had that nice little walk around Portchester Castle after having Mother had found the crate. Like I said, this little cafe, they're made out of 2 shipping containers by the looks of things, 2 40-foot long shipping containers stuck together in a hole cut out the middle where the 2 join. That seemed to be quite nice in there. The food was really, really tasty. Yeah. What else did we do? I think that was about it, really. Oh yeah, we went down to Leon-Solent. Would have loved to have spent a day just walking along Leon-Solent. I used to cycle down there every day when I lived on the south coast. I do miss that part of the world. Even on a damp, drizzly day like today, I'll still go out and have a good bike ride and pull into a coffee shop and have a nice piece of cake and a cappuccino just to help dry out the skin, as it were. Yeah, I know, it's just a treat for me, wasn't it? Anyway, So what we got on next week then? Monday, like I say, I've got hearing things to do. Tuesday, I've got to go and have my retinal eye screening, which means Sarah's got to have to drive me there. Why they're sending me to, this is the third place I've gone to now. No, it's the fourth place I've gone to now where they do retinal eye screening. And the local one across the road, why they send me there, I don't know, because it's a 2-minute walk for me. But anyway, that's it's another story, really, isn't it? And Boston is, where is he? I think he's inside chewing on a pig's ear. Yeah, we gave him a bit of a break. We, as I said before we went down, we didn't want to stress him out. He does get terribly stressed in the car. He starts panting. He won't stop. The entire 5 hours that we're there, he is panting all the way. Even though we do stop, we let him out for a walk and a wee and whatever, and give him a drink of water, gets back in the car and he starts panting again for another 3 hours or whatever it is it takes us to continue on after our little break. But yeah, it's a 275-mile round trip. No, not a round trip. It's 275 miles there and 275 miles back. So that's 2 tanks of fuel, just under. So it's the best part of £200 to go down there. But it's cheaper than going by train, because that two adult tickets would have cost a fortune. And of course the dog would have been in the way. I don't think he would have liked it on the train. But anyway, so yeah, we drove down. I do need a smaller car, to be fair, but I like the size. It's quite. I mean, I don't do a lot of miles. So okay, this week I've done 550 something odd miles plus the little runouts that we had. But yeah, since we come home, I haven't driven at all. So the car's been sat on the outside the house for since Friday, and I won't go driving on Monday. Sarah's going to be taking me out Tuesday, so it'll be probably about the 26th is the last time I go out, because I've got my diabetic screening. I don't know if you remember, I told you that I received my first email from the hospital last month, and they hadn't told me about all these appointments. So I had dozens and dozens of missed appointments that I've had to phone up and say, terribly sorry, but your system let me down, and they've let you down. Anyway, I'm going to go back in there when I go in for my blood test. I'm going to say, look, just don't email me that link anymore, because it doesn't work. Not getting the link. Anyway, but that's the NHS for you, isn't it? They just like to waste money. As they say, every missed appointment's 250 quid or something. So if you've got, I've got at least 10. So that's somewhere at £2,500 worth of missed appointments because they didn't tell me. And yeah, that's the NHS. Waste. But they don't care about that. Anyway. Yeah, what else is happening? I think that's about it. That's all for my news update. And if you stayed long enough, you'll know that I didn't put in the middle adverts again. Just really for your viewing pleasure. I think there's adverts at the start and at the end, because I very rarely do I get to watch my own channel from somebody else's YouTube channel. So it's hard to tell where the adverts are when you're watching your own movies back. So yeah, that's the other thing. Okay, so that's about it then. Catch you on the next one, and there will be a next one. And hopefully, if the weather's nice, we'll go out somewhere Tuesday afternoon, and we'll take the dog with us. Anyway, that's it. Catch you later. Bye then.